First of all, let me have a conversation with Brittany B. Brittany B, I like you. I do appreciate your contributions to the industry. I think that you're very talented. Um, I think that you can sing. I think that Brittany B is talented and smart, and I'm so proud of um, her as a black woman out there doing her thing. But Brittany, and the fact that you are so, it's great that you've worked with such good artists and stuff. But we kind of live in a culture now where it's more so about um, it's more so about being associated with somebody that's very popular. Um, whether that person is known for um, whether that person has a good reputation or a bad reputation. One person you mentioned was Bhad Baby, which I mean, I'm sure it's just all about the money, get the bag, whatever, and if you get a couple of fans by working with her, etc. But being so proud to work with certain people, I don't understand that. There's certain folks, if I was doing it, if I was a producer or songwriter or whatever, I am a songwriter, but anyway, um, if I was on a certain level, there's certain people I would never put on my resume, and she's one of them. A juvenile delinquent, the Catch Me Outside girl. Child, please. So it's so interesting how you can take somebody like that seriously. The Bad Babies, the Blac Chynas of the world. But you can't take Apryl seriously. What the hell is the difference? Now, Apryl is a hot mess in these past year or, recent months or whatever, however the show goes in terms of filming. Now, the things we've seen from Apryl recently has been a hot mess. But before that, we didn't know much about Apryl. But we've been knowing about Blac Chyna and everything that comes of the Chyna and Bhad Baby and everything that comes of the baby for years now, a couple of years now. Yet you so proud to work with these women, but you don't want to be bothered with Apryl. Now I get it. Her and K. Michelle had a conversation. I completely understand. Talking about people who just have the look and they all of a sudden want to become an artist, and this is their life, and she don't respect people who don't have to work for nothing. I agree with all that 100%. But I more so believe, I appreciate the way that K. Michelle is handling it and delivering the message to us. But Brittany B, you have double standards. If a person is your friend, whether they can really sing, whether they can really rap, whether they can really dance, whatever the talent is supposed to be, if that person is your friend, you gonna let it slide and you gonna defend them and have their back. And I understand that's your friend, but you shouldn't play. You shouldn't have double standards. And you claim that you're fair. You're not fair because you take Blac Chyna seriously, but you won't take Apryl seriously. Talent wise, I mean, how is Blac Chyna over Apryl in talent? Now, we haven't seen much from Apryl, but I'm saying what we've seen is, she can work with a little some, But Blac Chyna, and mind you, to be fair, we don't know if Blac Chyna has any talent as far as with rapping or whatever. I guess we'll find out. But I'm just like, this person has this reputation, and this person has this reputation, like, and this person here, which is Blac Chyna, has a worse reputation overall than Apryl Jones. Yet, because Blac Chyna's your friend, you going around defending her. Oh, well, you don't know if she got talent. Whoop to whoop, blah blah blah. But you putting down Apryl over here. So, not me defending Apryl and stuff. I don't really care for Apryl either. But I'm just all about. I'll try my best to just be as fair as possible. And Brittany B, I don't know if it's your goal to come off as a bully, but that's what you're coming off as a bully. You're coming off as a bully. You're coming off as you're not fair in the treatment of everybody that you work with. You give some people passes and some people don't. Y'all still coming off as it's just messy and rude. And I don't know if that's your goal. If it's your goal, then continue to get your checks. If not, if that's not your goal and you want to portray this another image to us and it wasn't like that, or the producers edited some kind of way, then you really need to check yourself, sis. Because it's looking like if we don't see you for the next season of this show, which more than likely we won't miss you. So what else is going on? I just had to give it to her because I really want to like Brittany, but Brittany's a mess. What else is going on? So the boys met up and played basketball from Fizz to Mickey Munday to the boys, whatever, it don't matter. Mickey Munday, he talks about this girl that he's with, this model chick. She is working. She has worked with Fenty Beauty, Rihanna's makeup campaign, makeup brand, and I've seen her before. She's a cute girl, and they've been together a while. But then he also talks about this Trish girl, and we find out who Trish is. Trish is with Akon. She looks like a blow up doll. I think she's white. I think, but she's unlikable as hell, and thinks that it's about her, and probably secretly says nigga all the time, and she just gives me that vibe. A lot of people who get with black people, in particular when the woman is another race and the man is black, a lot of times they feel like they are, since they are associated with somebody with black culture, I guess, or black people, they feel like they can get away with certain stuff. Now, this is just me, my opinion, my assumption. Now, I ain't heard her say it, the N-word or nothing, but she gives me that type that she does because she's in the culture through Akon, that she thinks she can say it, and they man won't check them on nothing, because they happy to be with somebody that look like that, because they secretly, dislike themselves, therefore they dislike black women. We ain't gonna get down on the whole subject, but y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I don't like Trish. I don't like Trish because she made a comment later on and it kind of rubbed me some kind of way. I'm just like, well, who the hell are you? But anyway, they're talking about that. We met Mickey Monday's family. Normal, cool family. He has a daughter. His daughter's biracial. I'm assuming the mama is black. Or maybe, I'm assuming she's black, the mama. The little girl looks exactly like, y'all remember on the game, Jason and what was her name? Was it Kelly? I think it was Kelly. The white girl, the mixed dude, Jason, and then Kelly on the game. Anyway, it looks like they little girl with the two huge puff balls, the sandy brown hair. Yeah. So anyway, lovely family, cute. Mickey Monday's family acts nothing like him. His family is just, whatever this may mean, traditional, just cool, normal, white family, lovely. But Mickey Munday is the hood rat, and it's just like, what? If all y'all grew up together, wouldn't that hip hop thing, or wouldn't a certain way of being and acting, wouldn't that rub off on them too? Seeing as how y'all grew up in the hood in the same area, but you're the only one that's so hood in the family. So it kind of makes me think, is this an act or what? Because, everybody wants to... Y'all need to see Get Out if y'all haven't seen Get Out. But, so is this an act to Mickey Munday that you're giving the kids? Are you a true hood rat from the projects in Compton? or what? Because, you know, they love the gimmick. They love to play, you know. They love whatever's popular, whatever's popping right now. And hip-hop is very popping and popular right now. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it is. Mickey Munday, I like him so far. He seemed like he alright. But yeah, what's really going on? And all his struggles in the hood, being white, and yada to the yada. Like I said, I don't doubt it, but like I say all the time, it's so... White people are safer in the hood than we are in their neighborhood. And that's all I'm saying on that. That's all I'm going to say, darling. Y'all know that it's true. Oh, that's not true. All my struggles in the hood. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. I get it. Try being gay on top of that. Child, please. I don't want to hear it. What else is going on? Okay, at first I thought that Trish and Mickey Munday, I thought that they had a relationship. Like, I thought that she was the mother of their child, but she's not. But anyway, they had a conversation. Akon was gonna sign Mickey Munday at one point. He ended up not signing them, or it was taking too long, and Mickey Munday got upset and left. You know, entitlement. You know, white. So, you know, he didn't like that, and, you know, the girl in that conversation, so I said I don't care for her. She gonna say, oh, you still with that model chick with the gap? Are we still making fun of people with gaps? What's wrong with a gap? You had to go out and build a whole nother person to get some confidence. She literally looks like a blow-up doll. Like, really, sis? Oh, girl. I don't like her. She reminds me of somebody. I can't think of it, but she reminds me of somebody. I'm just like, ugh. And he didn't defend her. Mickey Munday, he didn't defend his black girlfriend, so I ain't got much for Mickey. Let me see. Maybe he just didn't want to piss her off because he possibly may want to try to work with Akon again. But I don't give a damn. That was disrespectful, sir. And you say you're so much in love with your girlfriend, but you can't defend her against dragons like that. Dragon face people like that. Anyway. Let me see. Lyrica, she had a scene with Princess. You know, she's moving into her own place. She's possibly thinking about divorcing A1. She's unsure about it. She later on had a scene with A1. And, you know, they were talking, and he asked her did she want to be on the tour with him and perform a few songs. She said she'll think about it. She later on talked to K. Michelle. And, you know, her and K. Michelle, they had their issues last season, but they kind of made up. And I said that, you know, K. Michelle, she empathized with Lyrica's situation because she's been through similar situations, and being out there in the world of entertainment and social media where everybody didn't believe you and they was dragging you. And so you kind of had to have your own back. And, you know, it's a difficult time when the world is coming down on you. K. Michelle was just like, look, y'all need to co-parent. Lyrica, she never met her father. She always had envisioned having the whole two-parent household situation. But if that don't work, it just don't work. Ain't no need to sit and be miserable just because you want your child to have a daddy. And that's what K. Michelle pretty much showed her. And she was like, girl, please, y'all can co-parent, but you need to get your life, and you don't lost yourself enough in this marriage. And you need to find yourself again. Okay. There was a scene with Steve Mackey, which is amazing vocalist and vocal coach. And he's actually Moniece's cousin. So I was like, okay. All right. So, they was going over notes and stuff, and then Apryl was there as well. Apryl got on the mic. Apryl was a little nervous, I can tell. I actually, as much as I sing on here, when I'm like in person, or when I actually like I have to sing or something, or somebody asks me to sing out in public, I actually get quite nervous too. I guess that's normal, but it's something I kind of have to get over because it does affect my voice. Like my mouth gets so dry, and I just get nervous. That whole stuff they've been telling us for years that, oh, imagine the crowd is all in their underwear. That shit don't work. No, at least not for me. And some people I wouldn't mind seeing in the underwear. But anyway, they were talking, and Apryl was singing. Apryl has a little song out, whatever. Apryl got a little young cute voice around the house. But I mean, what does Blac Chyna have? I mean, what is the difference? Anyway, oh god, BrittanyB came in. BrittanyB has a beautiful voice, very strong voice. They did a 3-part harmony. That's when BrittanyB kind of went in on Apryl. She was just like, I just don't take you seriously as an artist. Saying that, how I know that, you serious about this thing. And Moniece, this girl just wrote a diss track about you. How you all of a sudden gonna be cool with her? Moniece had to explain to her my issue really wasn't with Apryl. It was with the whole situation. But we already know that Moniece is up to some shit by being good friends with Apryl. We already know that. It's just to keep an eye on Apryl and an eye on the whole Fizz situation, and ultimately an eye on what's going on between Apryl, Fizz, and the Sun. We already know that. I mean, it's not genuine. It's a storyline, darling. Play along, BrittanyB. So, she was, irritated about that. Let me see. So BrittanyB, she had a party for something. She had on this highlighter dress with those refrigerator hips. I was just like, Lord, why would... Either way, you're gonna be thick and voluptuous, which is beautiful, sis. But to be busted out of everything, it's just like, come on. And you kind of she holds herself like to a certain class, and she's this and that, but you look like, you dress like all the women that you claim that you're better than. So I mean, okay. So Mr. Ray's there. Mr. Ray looks swollen. Mr. Ray's there. Paris, aka Beyonce, comes in with Zell. Zell and Ray, they hugged. Paris didn't particularly like it. She was just like, if somebody beefing with you, or she was like, look, I don't want them to fight necessarily, but if you've had that strong of a beef with somebody, I don't understand the whole point in hugging them and letting it go. Of course you don't, Paris, because you're immature and you like mess, which is why K. Michelle done dropped you off down by the riverside. Okay, you're messy. You're messy. You shaped up funny, and I don't really like that blonde hair on her. I think Paris is beautiful, but I don't like that blonde hair on her. Maybe a few highlights here and there, a little ombre situation, but fully blonde, no. So, they were talking, and BrittanyB was just like, oh, look at my two good friends. I'm getting along with Mr. Ray, and Zell hugged. But just before Zell and Beyonce walked in, Zell was just like, oh, I don't really know this BrittanyB chick, but I'm here. So how, according to BrittanyB, y'all are good friends, Zell, but according to Zell, I don't really know her. Oh, y'all are messy, I tell you. So all of a sudden, BrittanyB, she decided to become rude, and she felt some kind of way about Paris being there anyway. A, because she didn't invite her, and B, because BrittanyB is real good friends with K. Michelle, and so she was just like, oh, I don't want her here because that's the Uber chick that took K. Michelle money. Again, there's ways about handling situations like this. You could have easily just pulled Paris off to the side and just be like, okay, I'm, real good friends with K. Michelle. I know that you guys have had your issues. And, although I did not invite you, I'm happy you're here, blah, blah, blah. I don't think and Paris wasn't really doing anything. I don't really care for Paris. But Paris wasn't really doing anything to get put out. And I understand you defending your friend and stuff, but there was no reason for you to get that hostile and defend your friend in that moment, because A, K. Michelle wasn't there, and B, Paris hasn't done anything personal to you. I don't know. How are y'all? How are y'all in that situation? If y'all have a friend, a close friend, we'll say, if y'all have a close friend that had a falling out with a girl that you never really had any kind of communication with, or a boy, whatever, and they ended up coming to your party, would you just instantly put them out, or what? I don't know if I would. Mind you, I didn't invite them. I mean, I don't know. I guess she did see maybe firsthand about everything that went on between Paris and Kay, so maybe that just left a permanent stain in her mouth, so to speak. I don't know. It's just ways to handle things. Just have a little bit more class. That's all. Of course, they end up getting into it, but BrittanyB was shading her the whole time, making Uber comments. Zell said that she's the biggest highlighter he's ever seen. That was funny. They end up getting into it, and next week she gonna call security to come get them out, and I'm just like, oh god, y'all is just some kind. It's a mess. I don't know. Anything else? I think that was it, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for my VMA performance, for my VMA Awards review. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki. On Google Plus, follow me. At It's Kingsborough on Instagram and Twitter. I need some water or something. At It's Kingsborough 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money, or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. After talking to octave lower, darling, because my